What's up, guys? I'm Star-Lord, leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, returning to make this movie review. Don't worry, it's just me, Alan. But happy Halloween! I hope you guys are getting awesome candy out there, doing parties, and really having an awesome time. As for me, for this Halloween today, for this special themed episode, I'm gonna see a movie with my family. The new Terminator Dark Fate. That's right. The new Terminator Dark Fate officially came out at 7 p.m. today, and I am going to see that at that time with my family. So, I really hope, guys, that you enjoy my review after I come back from it. It's gonna be one heck of an adventure.
Alan, I'm a Terminator. We have to go to see the theater now. The movie's on.
Yeah, sorry, Terminator. I was just finishing off with my recording and warning those that I will be reviewing this episode when I come back.
Let's go. You want to live? Come with me. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes, I do want to live. I'm coming right now. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go right now. I'll be back here shortly. See you guys in a minute. Let's go, Dad. I mean Terminator. Oh, wow, that was a long movie, but in some way, I can kind of see this as a changing thing for the Terminator franchise. But what are my thoughts about this film is going to be answered now. So, no, this was definitely the best way to celebrate Halloween, to see the movie, but so, here are my thoughts. I would definitely say that Terminator Dark Fate was an interesting change to the franchise. I mean, with the help of, Tim Miller, who was the director of Deadpool, which, of course, all you know, the Deadpool movie and all of that. And of course, best of all, James Cameron returns to produce, and I'm happy because he does so many great movies. Even he did the original Terminators and had, to do with the Avatar being a box office success, and he's a great director. But I'm referring to, yeah. So I just like the story. I mean, the story, it is a bit confusing in the beginning and kind of in the middle, but in general, the story was very unique and kind of sets up for a new adventure. With few female casts, which I'm referring to two new characters that we were introduced to, including the third, but he's a different. But so the first one was Dani Ramos, and she's the biggest part of the movie because she was the reason why the whole future is about to change because of her. If she dies, then that future is gonna be so messed up and everything. And then that's kind of in the beginning, throughout, we were introduced to Grace, who acts like the T-800 from the past Terminator film. So Grace, what's different about her is that she is a advanced human. So she got augmented upgrade to help her fight off against Terminators. And I loved it. I really do like Grace, because Grace is just she's not a Terminator, but she has the power and durability and everything that surpass humans and be able to combat against Terminators, which actually makes this a very powerful film. And of course, I'm so happy that they brought back Linda Hamilton. I mean, yeah, she was... When I watched the first Terminator and the second, I did feel in love with its character. She was very her voice was very low and just like she really did feel desperate about changing the past. Grew from a girl that was innocent to now one of the most awesomest female actresses to date, and she is definitely memorable. And in this movie, she acts like a mentor to Danny and Grace, helping those two fight off against new upgraded villain called the Rev 9, which is played by Gabriel Luna. So, and this is what I love about the film. Just in general, the animation and visual effects are outstanding. Like the when I saw the end of the movie and everything, there was a long credits of people. It took like a lot of people to animate and everything, and it was just, oh my gosh, it was definitely complex, especially with the Rev 9's ability being that he can split into two different like one being the hard and durable, and the other one being like liquid metal, like the T-1000 and the Terminator, and of course TX being the best thing like villain in the Terminator franchise. But okay, so while I do think the music is epic too, whoever composed the music did a good job. And of course, the writers, while you did make a little bit some tweaks in the story that were a bit off, and like you kind of made like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 kind of like, yeah, that was not supposed to happen. And also Terminator 5 too. You know, after since that John Connor died in Terminator 5, the Genesis, spoiler for Terminator 5, yeah, we're gonna do this kind of like that way. So sorry for those John Connor fans, you will feel disappointed. But it kind of does drive us to a different direction in the Terminator franchise. So what's in the past, that we all say. And what's important is the now. So the now part is now they have a long way to go with the future. And instead of being Skynet, it's now Legion. Which is a bit weird because I think they copyrighted the title from the movie Legion with, you know, a movie about this angel that's fighting against apocalyptic zombies / demons. And I wish they came up with a better name, like I don't know, what's the word? Buynet, when they buy Skynet kind of vibe. Oh, if humans buy Terminators, eventually Terminators will buy you. Don't think yeah, it'll be interesting. Or they could even just say, maybe Apple would be the new Skynet. Oh my gosh, that'd be some world I live in. But I just think that I wish there was a better company name or, you know, a better replacement for Skynet. But the villain is the replacement for all the villains in the past Terminators. If I had to like rank all the Terminator villains from like the first film to like now the 6th, I would definitely give the second or top spot to Gabriel Luna, who plays as Rev 9. I think the villain really does have abilities that make it very unstoppable. And although it has a few weaknesses that you can be noticeable, I won't tell you the ending because you'll find out, but if there's anything we learn from these Terminators, bad guys throughout the film, is that each of them is unique in its own way, and as the future goes on, they get stronger and more tougher than ever to kill. But with this one just like outclasses all of them. It really, no matter how many times you kill it, he just comes back up, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I even times think to myself, when is he ever gonna die? Like, can you please just like figure out a way to permanently kill him? Because you can't, he can't be, like, he can't be beat down. That's basically the more of the story. But I really did like that they brought back Arnold Schwarzenegger, because technically that is my dad's like one of his favorite actors like ever, and he reprises his role as a Turner. But if we learn from any from Turners, he always comes back. Like without Arnold Schwarzenegger, there would be technically no Terminator. Even though some people can impersonate as him, but they can't be him. So that was kind of what like made Terminator like all of it so special. And when they don't feature him in it, it kind of like messes up the whole point of the movie. Without his help, none of this would ever like come to sense and wouldn't feel the same way. So thank you, Arnold Schwarzenegger. But no, I think what makes Terminator Dark Fate a good Terminator film that outclasses the Genesis and Salvation is that it really truly makes the film much more better. The music is fantastic as always. Of course, even though Tim Miller kind of made the story a little bit more what the heck kind of vibe, like this doesn't feel right that they should be going with, but he is a good director and I'm glad that he directed this film. And with the help of James Cameron, I think they definitely made this feel like we're watching Terminator from the past. The cast is amazing. I'm super impressed with Danny. Like she represents John Connor in this movie, and the way that she like fights off with them and just like is telling like the group and everything like I want to keep fighting and all of that. And like Grace, she was meant to protect her, but in the future, just like Sarah Connor or John Connor to the Terminator, technically Danny in the future saved Grace, which is actually an interesting aspect to the film. But no, like I just think in general, like there's a lot of good bond between the characters that you can much more see than like Terminator like 1 with no bonds. And of course, Terminator Genesis, which is the WTF of the franchise. So they did fix the mistakes. So I'm very impressed with that. And like, yeah, the question is, what's next to the Terminator? Well, I can't tell you for sure, but the ending does make the story much clearer. So if you couldn't understand like a little bit in the middle and the beginning of the story, you will not be disappointed. But in general, I can't wait to see what this new franchise is going to as we keep going. And I'm hoping that they create more sequels because the Terminator can't, like, if the Terminator T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, can't die, then this movie can't die. And maybe if he does die, maybe there's gonna be some new way they're gonna change the film. But in the meantime, as long as of course, T-800, he's so funny. Like, in this film, you'll still laugh. But point is that as long as he's alive, this movie is alive. And I'm glad that they brought Linda Hamilton back. And just in general, yeah, I thought that this was a pretty good Terminator film. Not gonna say that I think this will top the second or the first of the Terminator films, or become even the best film ever. I don't kind of feel like that about this film. But I think with its advanced future technology such as amazing editing, stunning visual effects, amazing music and sound effects that really make this movie alive, the whole cast that really brought back some good memories and some realization. Grace's backstory is crazy as heck, so be ready for that. But yeah, in general, this was definitely a Terminator film that is definitely, I hope they make more of this for future to come. Except, please don't involve Skynet. But yeah, for my final review, I am giving this a 7.5 out of 10. You will not be disappointed with this Terminator film, but you won't like say this is your favorite or like this beats the heck out of all the Terminator films. The villain might. That's a good that the villain and of course returning cast will defeat the other Terminator films except for the second one. But it definitely goes in the third tier of the Terminator franchise for best. So yeah, that was the end of my review. And if you have any, have you guys seen the film yet? What do you guys think? And to me, this was like a good way to wrap up my Halloween. But what do you guys did for Halloween? Did you do anything spectacular? And another question is, have you seen the Terminator film? What did you think of it? And do you think that this Terminator film will be awesome for the future to come? Please write it down in the comments below. And I want to say thank you guys for watching this Halloween special theme episode. Spooky. Well, technically this wasn't really spooky, but that Terminator popped out of nowhere was kind of spooky to me. But yeah, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and press that notification bell. It definitely means a lot to me and for the future of my channel to come. And yeah.
Oh no, I lost my clothes. Let's go to the store now.
Okay, so yeah, I better go check up on my dad. Terminator. Sorry. Oh gosh. Yeah, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Flabinga.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm coming.